For decades, Formula One has captivated the world with its blend of cutting-edge technology, breathtaking speed, and the sheer courage of its drivers. But beneath the glamour and glory lies a constant battle against the inherent dangers of pushing the limits of human and mechanical performance. This is the story of how tragedy spurred innovation, how the relentless pursuit of speed forced a parallel quest for safety, and how the lessons learned on the track have saved countless lives. In the early days, Formula One was incredibly perilous. From the start of Grand Prix racing to the 1970s, 41 deaths were recorded in all sessions. Regulations were non-existent. What we think of today as a necessity was optional. Helmets were sometimes simple leather caps and seatbelts were often an afterthought. In fact, many drivers did not wear it, preferring to be thrown out of a car rather than burned to death. What caused the rules to be changed was not the forward thinking of the governing body of Formula One, the FIA, but rather the horrific accidents that could have been prevented. The 1967 Monaco Grand Prix was an ordinary race by all accounts. The season had just started, with Lorenzo Bandini, driver for Ferrari, qualifying second on the grid. The race progressed as an early Formula race would, with mechanical failures and intense battling for position. But on lap 82, tragedy struck. Bandini, running a strong second, approached the tight harbour chicane. In a split second, something went wrong. The Ferrari veered offline. The impact was brutal. The car slammed into the guardrail, flipped violently, and then collided with the straw bales lining the trackside. What followed was a horrifying scene. The impact had ruptured the Ferrari's fuel tank. Instantly the car was engulfed in flames, with Lorenzo trapped within the inferno. The sight of Bandini's car ablaze was shocking. It laid bare the inadequacy of the safety measures of the time. Straw bales, intended as a buffer, became fuel for the fire. The marshals were ill-equipped, their fire extinguishers proving woefully insufficient against such an intense blaze. The attempts to rescue Lorenzo were agonizingly slow. The car was upside down, the heat intense. Precious minutes ticked by as marshals struggled with rudimentary tools. In the end, Bandini suffered numerous burns and eventually succumbed to those wounds 3 days later. Bandini's accident was a stark reminder of the price of speed without adequate safety. The use of straw bales as trackside safety barriers proved to be disastrous. Instead of effectively absorbing the impact, they caught fire from the burning fuel, intensifying the inferno and further endangering Bandini. This directly led to the ban of straw bales as safety barriers in Grand Prix racing for the following season. But the influence of Bandini's death went beyond just trackside protection. It amplified the growing calls for better driver safety equipment. The horrific burns he sustained underscored the urgent need for standardized and truly effective fireproof clothing for drivers. While the technology wasn't immediately available, the demand for it intensified. Furthermore, the vulnerability of the fuel system in Bandini's Ferrari highlighted the dangers of ruptured fuel tanks. This tragedy contributed to a long-term push for more robust and strategically placed fuel cells within the car structure. While the automatic fuel cut-off systems we see today were developed later, the need to prevent such catastrophic fires became a clear priority. While Lorenzo Bandini's death didn't instantly usher in the modern era of crash safety, his tragic accident served as a significant turning point. It fueled the determination of safety advocates like Jackie Stewart and the growing recognition within the sport that the pursuit of speed could no longer come at such a terrible cost. Yet, even now, accidents still happen. The 2014 Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka was held in treacherous conditions. Heavy rain, a lingering typhoon nearby, the circuit was a significant challenge. Sauber driver Adrian Sutil spun off the track at the Dunlop curve. Double yellow flags were deployed, signalling drivers to slow down significantly and be prepared to stop. A recovery vehicle, a crane, was dispatched to retrieve Sutil's car. On the very next lap, Jules Bianchi approached the same section of track. In the worsening conditions, he lost control of his Marussia, crashing straight into machinery. One of the most immediate and significant changes was the introduction of the Virtual Safety Car VSC system. The VSC allows race control to neutralize the race under caution periods, providing greater safety. The price of speed in Formula One has been steep, but the memory of Lorenzo Bandini and Jules Bianchi serves as a constant reminder of the importance of relentless innovation in the pursuit of safety, ensuring that racers of today are afforded the protection they deserve.